We're dying younger than other populations in the state and in the nation. And the health of some of our older people is poorer than those in the surrounding communities in the state of Maine. And that's something you can see without data.
Right now, we have healthcare, and our healthcare is good. We have great primary care, but we still have chronic disease rates at 2 or 3 times that of the rest of the state and the country. It's shocking.
As a Passamaquoddy person, a young Passamaquoddy woman, I have seen so many people get sick and die unexpectedly in my lifetime. On April 14th of 2015 of this year, my aunt, my godmother, was 50 years old when she died of a heart attack in her sleep. The amount of suffering that we have experienced as Native people because of health disparities.
In my own family, my father passed away about 7 years ago at the age of 54. His sister, who was much younger, in her 40s, passed away only a couple of weeks later. His brother, who was in his 40s, passed away about 7 years before him. It's probably less than half of my father's generation is left now.
Heart disease and diabetes actually come from a lot of smoking, as well as no activity, staying home, eating unhealthy, eating really foods of poverty. And I think if you look at sort of the overall context, we as a people we're sort of living the lives of depression.
I do believe that there is a traumatic element to all of our health, and that all of those things like poverty and hunger and unemployment all are affecting the health of our people.
What we saw in the health needs assessment were those people that rated higher on the scores of perceived discrimination and historic loss had higher rates of anxiety and depression. So here we have this group of people that are scoring really high in depression and anxiety, and we're expecting them to be able to take care of themselves, and they can't.
Back in the day, it was alcohol, and it still is for some people. But now opiates are the choice, and so it's treating a symptom of historical trauma.
Why don't you go out there with your little grandchild and dance the snake dance with them?
It's definitely important to take people's cultures into consideration when you're taking care of them. Our pride in our culture, our pride in who we are, when people don't have respect for that, that has an impact.
Sometimes it's just listening. And when you do that, you're on the same level. And I think that's where the key to cultural competency is. Basically, we're at the same level, we're working on this together, and I'm interested who you are.
And this whole Western issue of coming in and treating one diagnosis in 20 minutes, you're in, you're out, that doesn't work for us.
It does make you think. It makes me, I'm 35 now, it makes me think, like, how much longer do I really have? It's scary.